I want to open an Italian restaurant.
What are you, crazy? Who are you going to get to come down and cook?
Nonnas, other real-life Italian grandmothers.
I want us to be very real about things that we are willing to steal from restaurants.
Okay.
Is there anything that you feel comfortable just like maybe quietly, putting in your pocket when you go eat in a public place?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really walking out of restaurants with things. I mean, I don't know. Probably the most I've ever walked. I don't know. No, I mean, if I'm in like a hotel restaurant, sometimes I'll wrap my dog in one of the cloth napkins and walk her, but then I leave it in the room. So I'm not really, yeah, I'm not in so much of a kleptomaniac anymore.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So you've turned over a new leaf potentially, and we only transfer location of the napkin. We don't actually take it. That's good.
Yeah, and I don't know
Fair.
if I really stole anything from restaurants back in the day. I think I stole books from bookstores, that's for sure.
Double-edged sword, because that's knowledge, and I'm not mad at that
Yeah.
necessarily.
I
So
went back and paid for them all later
there
on.
you go.
Years
There you
later, yeah.
go. When I was a kid, I was in Salem at like a witch trial museum, and I
Oh,
thought that a small thin book was a brochure, and I took it thinking it was free, like a brochure would be. And when my
interesting.
family found out what I did, they were
Yeah.
like, "In this town, they will burn you at the stake."
Are you from New England? Is that why you were in Salem?
It was visiting with my family, and
Okay.
I'll never forget because I was so ridden with guilt. It still, you know, comes up in my memory. But anyway,
Funny.
um, Bruno loves, loves, loves his gorgeous car that he inherited from his dad in this movie.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering if there was a car that you are so in love with that your, friends and family theorize you might marry it if you got the chance.
No, growing up, it wasn't, I wasn't like born into like, say, car culture, and the neighborhood I grew up in wasn't necessarily that way. Um, you know, when it was time for me to leave drama school and drive out to LA, my father paid off his company car, which was a red Ford Taurus, and I drove it out to California. So, you know.
I I actually feel like if we did a study that the number of red Ford Tauruses that have made the journey to Los Angeles, so it might be a gigantic number. It's a
Oh,
great
really?
car. Like yeah, I feel like a lot of people come in that reliable, great car.
Yeah.
Have you ever owned a piece of absolutely ridiculous furniture, like the furniture Joe owns in the film, like the baseball mitt
Oh,
glove chair?
well, gosh, what do I have? Yeah, I've got a lot of cool stuff. I have a lot of cool artwork. So, a lot
Oh,
of,
that's cool. That doesn't count. That's actually like, yeah.
yeah, well, actually, I just I made my pilgrimage to Armenia a year ago, and I had an Armenian furniture maker make me a rocking chair that
Ooh.
took almost a year to complete and get to me. But yeah, a few months ago, I finally got this Armenian rocking chair that's in my living room. So yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah,
Nobody's going to argue with that being in your room. It sounds like a piece of art in itself.
it's beautiful. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah,
Oh, amazing.
yeah.
And I have heard that these Hollywood legends that you're working with on set are, the sweetest women ever.
Yeah.
And what is a surprising story about them when they all get together? Are they hooting and hollering about stuff? Are they sharing stories? Like spill some tea for me.
Well, I like to think that I have a knack for getting good Hollywood stories out of my castmates through the years. And yeah, the table read, I started throwing some Goodfellas lines at Lorraine to see if she would bite, and she did, and started telling me all these great Martin Scorsese stories and stories from set, and then I started talking about The Sopranos, and then she and Drea had some great Jim Gandolfini stories, and so those were great. And then I was in a transpo van with Talia at one point, and got her to start talking about The Godfather, Godfather 2. We talked about John Avildsen and Rocky and
Ugh.
and then Brenda started telling Midnight Cowboy stories at dinner one night, and then Susan and I started talking to her about Bull Durham and Rocky Horror, and so this was like a really, really great, like where in the movie the Nonnas are imparting their recipes. In real life, for me, they were imparting the Hollywood stories. Yeah.
Oh God, sensational. I just love imagining it. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks for telling it to me secondhand.
Sure, you got it.